Two people wake up in the same city at the same time. One starts their day stressed, trapped in a cycle of bills and work they don't enjoy. The other, they move with confidence, making decisions that build their wealth and freedom. What separates them? Is it luck? A high-paying job? Some secret trick the rich don't want you to know? The truth is, it's none of that. It's mindset. Wealth doesn't start in your bank account. It starts in your mind. Rich people don't just make more money, they think differently. And today, we're going to uncover the biggest mindset shifts that separate the rich from the poor. Welcome to Rich Right, the place where we break down the mindset, habits, and strategies that lead to financial success. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly, while others struggle no matter how hard they work, you're in the right place. Because today, we're diving deep into how rich people think differently. And once you understand these mindset shifts, you'll start seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to rewire your thinking, take control of your finances, and build the wealth you deserve. So stick around, because what you're about to learn could change everything. Let's start with one of the biggest mindset differences: scarcity versus abundance. People with a scarcity mindset believe money is limited. They think, there's only so much to go around, so they focus on saving every penny, cutting costs, and playing it safe. Now, don't get me wrong, saving is important. But if your only strategy is saving, you'll always be limited by how much you can cut. Meanwhile, people with an abundance mindset see money differently. They understand that wealth isn't a fixed pie. There's always more to create, earn, and invest. Instead of just saving, they focus on growing their income, learning new skills, and creating opportunities. Think about this. Two friends, let's call them Jake and Ryan for no apparent reason, both receive a $1,000 bonus. Jake, with a scarcity mindset, immediately thinks, I need to hold on to this in case something bad happens. He puts it in a savings account and forgets about it. Ryan, on the other hand, has an abundance mindset. Instead of just saving, he asks, how can I make this money work for me? He invests in an online course to learn a high-income skill. A few months later, that skill helps him land a better-paying job, and soon, his income grows far beyond that initial $1,000. The difference? Jake focused on protecting what he had. Ryan focused on creating more. That's the power of an abundance mindset. The second major difference? Short-term versus long-term thinking. People with a poor mindset often chase quick results. They want fast money, instant gratification, and quick success. If they get extra cash, they think, how can I spend this right now to feel good? Whether it's upgrading their phone, eating out more, or buying things they don't really need. But the wealthy think differently. They play the long game. Instead of focusing on quick wins, they build assets, things that grow in value and make them money over time. Here's an example. Let's use the same imaginary people in our previous example, Jake and Ryan. Both earn the same salary. Jake lives paycheck to paycheck, always upgrading to the latest gadgets and treating himself because, well, you only live once. Meanwhile, Ryan has a long-term mindset. Instead of spending impulsively, he invests part of his income in assets, stocks, a side business, or even real estate. Fast forward 5 years. Jake is still working the same job, struggling with money. Ryan, his investments are growing. He's built passive income streams, and now he has the option to work less, or not at all. What's the lesson in all this? Every financial decision you make today is either setting you up for temporary pleasure or future freedom. Wealth isn't built overnight. It's built by consistently making smart choices over time. Most people are stuck in a cycle where they trade time for money. They work a job, get paid, spend that money, and repeat. The problem? There are only so many hours in a day, and if you stop working, the money stops too. Wealthy people, however, understand something critical. Money is a tool. Instead of just working for money, they find ways to make their money work for them through investments, businesses, and passive income streams. This way, whether or not they are working, an inflow of money will always be part of their daily share. Allow me to better explain this. Remember Jake and Ryan? 5 years later, we saw that Jake is still stuck in his 9 to 5, working paycheck to paycheck. Meanwhile, Ryan now has the freedom to work less, or not at all. This is because the investments he made over those years are now paying him back. His sacrifices are finally yielding results, enough to support him for life. That's what it means to make your money work for you. You sleep, and your money keeps growing, bringing in even more wealth. And that is exactly what I mean. If you only work for money, you'll always be stuck working. But if you learn to make money work for you, financial freedom becomes possible. Here's another key mindset difference: fear of failure versus learning from failure. People with a poor mindset see failure as the end. If they try something and it doesn't work, they give up, telling themselves, I guess I'm just not meant to be successful. Or, maybe it's not for me. Or just any excuse to convince themselves that it's not worth the effort. But for wealthy people, or just someone with a rich mindset, they see failure as feedback. Every mistake teaches them something valuable, helping them improve and try again. Wealthy people understand this. They don't run from failure. They embrace it. Because every failure carries a lesson, and every lesson makes them better. Every successful person has faced setbacks, lost money, and made bad decisions. But what separates them is that they learn, adapt, and keep going. Think about it. If you never fail, it means you're not trying anything new. And if you're not trying anything new, you're not growing. So the next time you fail, don't see it as a stop sign. See it as a stepping stone. Learn, adjust, and move forward. That's how wealth is built. Here's another crucial mindset shift: the difference between being a consumer and being a creator. Most people are stuck in the consumer mindset. They buy the latest gadgets, subscribe to endless services, and spend hours scrolling through content, but never stop to think about who's making money from all of it. They trade their time and money for fleeting entertainment and temporary satisfaction. But wealthy people? They think differently. They ask, how can I be the one creating value instead of just consuming it? Instead of only watching videos, they create them. Instead of endlessly shopping, they build brands. Instead of just using apps, they think about how to develop them. The rich focus on producing, not just consuming, because they know that that's where the gold mine is. However, don't get me wrong. This doesn't mean you should stop enjoying life. But next time you're about to spend money or time on something, ask yourself, am I just consuming? Or can I turn this into an opportunity to create? That small shift in thinking can change everything. Right. Staying comfortable versus choosing growth. So here's the thing. Most people crave comfort. They stick to what they know, avoid risks, and fear change. They believe if something is good enough, there's no need to push further. But here's the problem. Comfort doesn't lead to success. It leads to stagnation. Ever wondered why some people achieve massive success while others stay stuck in the same place for years? It's not just luck or talent. It's the mindset of growth. This is one of the key differences between the rich and the poor. When you settle for what you have, even when you're capable of more, you lose the drive to push forward. True success comes from constantly striving for the next level, not from staying where it feels safe. Wealthy people know this. They know that growth comes from discomfort. They embrace challenges, seek new skills, and adapt to changing circumstances. They read, they learn, they invest in their knowledge, because they understand that the world doesn't stand still, and neither should they. The truth is, every breakthrough, every great achievement, comes from stepping outside of what's familiar. So ask yourself, are you staying comfortable, or are you growing? Challenge yourself, and keep in mind that the life you crave for isn't found in comfort. It's found in constant evolution. This final mindset shift is one of the most powerful: the difference between blaming and taking responsibility. People with a poor mindset blame everything but themselves for their financial situation. They blame the economy, their upbringing, the government, or even bad luck. And while some of these factors can make success harder, blaming them gives away all control. If you believe your future is determined by external forces, you'll never take action to change it. Wealthy people think differently. They take full ownership of their financial future. Instead of complaining about obstacles, they focus on solutions. If the economy shifts, they adapt. If they lack knowledge, they learn. If they make mistakes, they take responsibility and improve. Because they know that no one is coming to save them. It's up to them to create their own success. So ask yourself, do you want to be in control of your future? If the answer is yes, then it's time to stop blaming and start building. Your success or failure starts with you. Now, let's turn this into a conversation. Out of all the mindset shifts we covered today, which one hit home the most for you? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. Allow me to finish by saying this. Wealth isn't just about dollars in your bank account. It's about how you think, how you act, and the choices you make every single day. Change your mindset and you change your future. It's that simple. So why not start today? Shift your perspective, take control, and watch how opportunities start opening up for you. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, support the channel by liking this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It won't cost you a thing, but it will mean the world to us. Plus, there's more life-changing content coming your way, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Rich Wright.